Happy Camper Radio.
It is the Happy Camper Radio Show, episode 220, and we're back in the studio again. Hello, everybody. I'm Skip. I am a happy camper. No doubt about it, my friends. You hang around with us long enough, we're going to make a happy camper out of you. And he's got a bandana on his head today. Hello, Daniel.
They call me Bandana Dan.
Bandana Dan. That has a little tongue twister. You say that a few times and you really get your head messed up.
Exactly.
Anyway, Daniel, happy Veterans Day. You're a vet.
Thank you.
I am not. But you got the day off.
I do.
All right. No delivering the mail today.
No, sorry.
Wow.
You'll get it tomorrow.
Yeah, you got plenty of things to do, and so do I. And we've got a great episode for you right now. I want you to hang around with us. An episode of Happy Camper Radio coming in your ear right now.
Happy Camper Radio. Happy Camper Radio.
And the Happy Camper Radio Show can be heard all around the world by great listeners just like yourself. You can find us in the iTunes Store and Podbean, Myra Guide, Stitcher, the BlackBerry Podcast Directory, iHeartRadio, Google Play Music, and, of course, on Spotify. Tell all your friends to tune into Happy Camper Radio today. Our phone number here at the show is 404-537-2267, 404-537-CAMP. Couldn't make it any easier than that for you. You can find us on Facebook and Twitter. And, of course, you can subscribe to our show anytime. Go to our website at www.happycamperradio.com, and you'll find all kind of useful information right there to make your happy camper camping trip more memorable the next time you go out. Daniel,
yes,
speaking
sir.
Of vacations, yeah, you were just recently on a trip down to the sunny state of Florida.
I was. I went down to the Tampa area, saw a bunch of family on my wife's side and my side. They were so my aunt called me before I went down there and said, "Hey, you should come down. I live in Sarasota." And so when me and my wife went down to Sarasota, we went to the Bailey Museum, which is Barnum and Bailey.
The circus.
Yeah.
Did you join?
Well,
I understand they were looking for some clown acts. You'd be fit right
here's
in.
what I found out. Here's what I found out. Clown College, my dad, when I was a kid, he always used to say, "Oh, you want to be a clown, blah, blah, blah." And he's like, "Well, Clown College is hard." And I found out that Clown College ended in 1997. Mm-hmm. So I was like a junior in high school. So, but like this guy was a crazy art collector, and anyone who's ever been down there, his house is on the water. It's gorgeous. We couldn't go upstairs because of COVID or whatever, but we got to see pictures and we got to walk around, and it was gorgeous. But anyway, so my aunt said she lived in Sarasota, and I didn't know she meant Sarasota County. She actually meant Venice, which was like 45 minutes further than where we were. So it took us even longer to get down there. And then before we went to the circus place, I went to a pickleball place, and and Deidre got a new pickleball paddle.
All right, well, Daniel, before you go any further, now we're not next door neighbors anymore, okay? We're close to being next door neighbors. But when you left for your vacation, of course, Betty Crocker took care of your pets, as she always does.
Yes.
All right. When I drove up there, I saw your camper still parked in the garage.
I know.
So you got to let everybody know what your accommodations were when you went on that vacation.
I stayed at a VRBO. It was as big as a camper. But here's the thing. They have VRBOs that are campers.
I think you discussed this in our last episode, didn't you? You mentioned something about that. Oh,
yeah,
okay. All right. I understand. I'm getting forgetful at my age.
Yeah, it's fine. But anyway, what I was going to get into the realm of camping, well, trailers. So down there's a lot of 55 and older communities, and a lot of them live in trailers, and some of them live in trailers that are like the trailers you would take to an RV park, and they just have a spot there, and they're there during the winter, and then they go up to the mountains in the summer, and that's how they live. But anyway, so one of my cousins, actually, her parents bought her bought her a trailer at a 55 and over community, but she's not over 55. So it's kind of weird. But like I saw a lot of campers down there, and I would say that is the trailer capital of the country.
And you're probably right. And, and I got to say, Daniel, with Thanksgiving around the corner, I have family coming in town. And, I haven't really done much camping this year because of the big loss I've had in my life. And, so I've got to really get back into the swing of things here. I am planning to go to Hiawassee this weekend.
Ooh, nice.
Now, I'm not going to be camping. I'm going up for the day. I haven't seen my friends up there.
Yeah.
I haven't seen them in a long time, and I want to go up for the day just to hang out. I've got my big camp recliner. I'm going to take it up there. I know they've got a monstrous fire pit.
Yeah.
And, we just sit around the fire and just socialize and, do that for a day. I think I'll be okay.
Yeah.
But, it's right now, it's the time of year for camping for me.
Oh, yeah.
Because the weather's beautiful today.
If I had the time, I'd be out there right now.
Yes, and you don't have much time left because you are going to be into the full swing postal delivery mode.
Oh, definitely.
Lifting those big boxes, when they don't use Amazon, when they don't use a UPS or FedEx, they use Daniel.
Okay, here's what I want to tell everyone that doesn't know this. UPS delivers stuff to us when we're cheaper than they are. They'll deliver stuff to us. It's called SurePost, and they give us stuff to deliver because it's cheaper for us to deliver it than they deliver it. So all these people that think UPS and FedEx are so great, UPS drops off stuff for us, and I think FedEx stops by every now and then. We never stop by anywhere.
Well, our listeners now know that when they decide to go ahead and pack up a camping gift for one of the campers in their lives, don't use anything but the U.S. Postal Service.
There you go.
Okay, so, and if you never, it's in the zip code, you just might have Daniel delivering your package.
Maybe.
Well, yes, I'll tell you, I'm kind of excited about the family coming down here. They're going to be here in about 4 or 5 days from now.
Someone's bringing a trailer, right?
Yeah, my brother's coming down with his brand new Coleman trailer.
Ooh.
I think he sunk about $30K into that.
Y'all love Coleman, I'm telling you.
Well, yeah, hey, why not?
Coleman fanatics.
Coleman is a name that is synonymous with camping.
Yeah.
I have got so much Coleman gear. Of course, I've got some off-brand stuff too. But, you put it all together. It's like, you throw the ingredients in the pot, you stir it up, and you make it work.
Yeah.
And it works just fine for me when
yeah.
I'm out there camping. I still got to get this fire pit in the backyard. I'm running a little bit behind because we've got some preparations we got to make here before they arrive. But yes, I am really excited about seeing my brother and his brand new trailer. Wow, and he's text messaged me. He's had it now maybe about a month and a half.
Okay.
But he's putting all kind of new things into it. He text messaged me about Wi-Fi and he's taking all the gadgets out there with him. And, I can't really say I blame him because, Daniel, when I had my camper, when I bought that for the first time, I was adding all kind of stuff in there. I mean, I had spice racks. Yeah. And I just, So I can't fault him for, wanting to make it livable.
Right.
And make it feel like a home away from home.
So actually, while you're speaking of that, my the guy who paid me for all my limo runs back in the days that I did that, he actually moved out of his house because the market's so great, and him and his wife bought a trailer, and now they're living on a buddy of his land, and that's how they're living now and saving thousands of dollars on their on their mortgage, and they got a great deal on their house. So they're making all kinds of money by, just downsizing and just realizing that you don't need that much. As long as you got a trailer, and somewhere to live and somewhere to cook and, sleep or whatever, you're good to go.
Well, over the years, we've had a couple guests on the show that actually did live on the road.
Yeah.
They sold everything that they had, their cars and their trucks and their house and their trailers and everything, that they hauled around stuff in. And they decided to go ahead and live on the road. Some were living in motorhomes, some were living in fifth wheels. And, if that works for you, great. I've often thought about that myself. How would it feel if I was just able to, sell everything I've got and, live in a trailer and stay a week or two here and then move over there. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, Daniel. It sounds exciting, but I don't know if I could actually do it.
Yeah.
You know, it's wow.
I
It's
feel
one of
like
those things.
you'd want to look, and I know they have these groups, but I feel like you'd want to be in a group because, like, when you're moving from here to there's no permanent. There is something to say about permanence. You find, community. You find friends. You know where everything is. You just feel, like you belong in a spot. But if you're moving all the time, I feel like unless you have a circle of other, full-time campers, that are around you, I feel like it would be pretty lonely.
It really depends. I think if you're in a situation, and I'm sure there's going to be some full-time campers out there that are listening to this episode right now that'll say, no, this is the way it works. And, hey, we'd love to have you on the show. Get in touch with me, Skip, at happycamperradio.com. Love to have you on the show, chat with Daniel and I, and let us know how you're doing things. Again, Daniel, I don't know if I could do it, not at my age right now. Because I'm turning the big 65 here in a couple weeks.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
Medicare age.
I'm already on Medicare.
okay.
Yeah, just I'm trying not to feel old.
I'm too young for that.
Well, I'm trying to get to that next circle in my life here.
There you go.
Because I'm breathing a little fresh air. But the only problem is, Daniel, now that I moved over here, I've got so much to do.
Oh yeah.
Wow. It took me how many months just to move the studio and get it all situated like it is now.
Yeah.
I don't think I could give this up right now to do full-time camping.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Unless
definitely.
I had like a tractor trailer where I could, remodel the back end of the tractor trailer to look like a studio.
There you go.
Yeah, and then maybe, because I wouldn't give up all this gear. No,
It's good to have somewhere to go back to. I feel like, I don't know, you can only camp for so long before you kind of miss the permanent spot. That would be my biggest problem with being full time, is there's no permanent spot.
I think
I guess
Daniel,
you get used to it.
I really think that the part that I would really enjoy full-time camping would be sitting out at a campfire every single night.
Yeah.
Except on the nights it rains. I'll tell you what, and rain, I am attracted to rain.
There you go.
Rain is attracted to me.
West, you need to go
get it
out
right,
west.
yeah. So anyway, Thanksgiving's coming up here. You planning on doing any camping?
No, not really. Probably next year. I want to get the pop-up out at least once a year to go do something, go somewhere. And we really haven't done that this year because, I don't know, all kinds of crazy stuff. And hopefully next year is the first real full year that you can really get out there and do whatever you want. And it doesn't matter. And whatever's happened in the past is, run its course, and it can go, do something exciting. Hopefully I'd like to go back down to Mobile. We had a lot of fun down there. There's a lot of bike trails down there. And, when I was down in the Tampa, Sarasota area, there was a lot of bike trails there. And, on flat surfaces, bike riding is great. But up here in Georgia, where all these hills are, it's not so much fun.
Well, that's how you
It's more of a
exercise your legs,
workout.
Daniel.
Oh, yeah. It's more of a workout, but it's like...
You're getting a workout by just getting your Christmas packages out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I've got to actually do something myself right now. I got to get out to the gym, or I've got to swim. I got to do something.
Yeah, actually, my mom is swimming now. She's doing that a lot, and she likes that. So,
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, like we said, Thanksgiving's around the corner here, and I would love to have a camping trip sometime where we can just go away for 3 or 4 days, focus on Thanksgiving, and set up the big table. Now, Daniel, a lot of the grown adults in my life have all passed on, but
yeah.
We've got a lot of nieces and nephews in the family, and my brothers and sisters, and I really would love to get together, just and start a family reunion at least once a year.
Yeah,
and
that's nice.
I can't really expect them, even at their young age, to travel all the way down from Pennsylvania here to Georgia every time for an event. And even though my brother loves coming on down here, and incidentally, he has a special topic that he wants to talk about on the next show. We had him on here a few months back.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do a show pretty soon.
He's
when
got
he gets
one,
here.
and he ran it by me the other day, and I'm just going to go ahead and put that teaser out there. But with Mom coming down here for Thanksgiving, she is already in the Christmas spirit, so I always make sure before she gets here, I have the place well
Yeah,
decorated.
you got the tree already up. And
Yeah,
everything.
I do, and I'm really looking forward to coming down. But I have got a very special early Christmas gift for her, which you've already seen.
I have.
But my brother wants to talk about that on the next show.
Okay.
That it really focuses around camping.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, he's coming on down here. Mom's coming down. The other brother's coming down with his camper. Oh, my God. I can't
I got to
wait to
come
see
over
it.
to see this. I
Yeah,
wanna see
yeah.
this.
He's probably going to park it here in my driveway.
You know what we should do? We should do a video and put it on the website.
Why
We can
not?
Put it on YouTube.
Hey,
That'd be cool.
hey, I've got the video camera right
There you
here.
go.
Just
All
to
right.
your right rear of me here.
We're
that
making plans on the spot, people.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Yeah, but I was thinking, it'd be a great opportunity, maybe at least once a year. Then maybe the kids, they're getting up there in their ages, but maybe they can set a little time aside. And I'd be willing to drive maybe halfway up, maybe even halfway down, and just get together with everybody.
Yeah.
I would love to have a Thanksgiving camping trip.
Yeah.
Just one time, just to see how it goes.
Yeah, definitely.
My brother, he is the king of the kitchen when it comes to, cooking Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh,
And,
really? Okay.
We've already discussed the arrangements here at the house, and I went out and picked out the 18-pound turkey yesterday.
Oh, you found one. You were having trouble. You were telling me you were having trouble.
I
earlier.
wasn't, and hey, we looked around and we found one on sale.
Oh, good for you.
49 cents a pound. You can't beat that.
Yeah, because me and my wife, we bought one for us and my family and everything. Then, there's this thing, I don't know if you know about it much, Skip, but like there's Thanksgiving, obviously, when you get together with your family and everything. But then there's this thing like a little bit after that's called Friendsgiving. And you kind of have like the whole Thanksgiving thing, but instead of your family, you have friends around.
So you bounce around from house to house is what you do.
Well,
right?
I mean, we get a group of our friends together, and basically it's a friend that I had from high school.
And they get
She
together
had a
at your
bunch of
place?
friends. No. I don't know. It's at this other guy's place that has a lot bigger house than me and a lot less cats. Only 2 cats, not 13 or 15, not 15 cats and a dog. So his house is more suited to it, which, by the way, has a studio, which I talked to you about the other day, and yours is way better. But anyway, so we have a party there, and we play games and stuff, and it's a lot of fun. So there's Thanksgiving and there's Friendsgiving. It's just like this whole part of the year is all about trying to get together and family and friends and everything. And it's kind of a bummer sometimes when I have to work a lot, but like it's still fun, It's still fun to see people and, catch
Well, Daniel,
up and stuff.
I do my best to keep your spirits up and let you know that retirement is on the horizon. You will get to that day in your life where
Should
you'll
I
be
tell them how many
retired.
days I got left? I got like what, 3,562 days.
You're
though?
still counting.
That's a rough estimate, people. Don't hold me to that. But
Well, Daniel, I really hope I'm still around when that day comes. And
I'm telling you, I'll be a camping fool.
well,
Like I'm so. Let me tell you this. I am so glad. Like I'm going to tell you, if you have room in your garage for your pop-up or trailer, put it in there, because I see all these pop-ups that are neglected for years and years and years at a time. And yes, I admit I haven't gone camping because in the springtime, the whole leave situation got kind of messed up and I didn't get to go when I wanted to go. So it kind of threw up my spring vacation, which is usually a camping vacation. But our camper is pristine. I mean, there is no mildew, there is no gunk, no grime on it. And when I'm delivering my route, I see these campers that are left outside and they're just rotting away. And it's just
kind of like my truck camper
Yeah,
sitting
well,
on
I
the
didn't
side
want
of
to
the
say
house
anything
over
about
there.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, but like if you got to pop up and you want it to last, put it under something. I feel like that's really important to make it last as long as it does. So anyway, let me get to another story. When I was a kid, my parents bought a pop-up in 1983. It was an 83 Coleman. Like, no. I think it was a Coleman. But we had that thing from 1983. Didn't have air conditioning. We had that thing from 1983 till about 1999. So 83 to 99. We kept it under a shelter. And I feel like that is what really made it last as long as it did. And I think it's really important because if you're a camper, you want to protect your investment. I mean, I know trailers don't last that long, the price doesn't do well as far as campers, but you want to be able to go and camp and make sure everything works. And I feel if it's covered, the life of the camper is going to last a lot longer.
Daniel, it's just like your maintenance on a house.
Exactly.
It's like when I took this house back over.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did I
Nothing's
have some,
been done.
Yeah.
30 years probably at least.
Yeah.
If any.
And that's
if ever.
how long I've owned this place
Yeah,
here.
exactly.
But yeah, I mean, it's like anything. You're going to have to, take in repairs every now and then.
Oh yeah.
Things going to wear out. Now, I've got to say that campers today are built a lot better than they were back when I first bought my camper. Because, you leave them out there in the elements like that, Daniel. You got water damage. Wow.
I'm telling you, the water, so speaking of that, actually, everyone knows that, I have a camper up in the mountains. We did a show up there and I took Skip up there. That trailer leaks like crazy, but because we have it under a canopy, we don't have to worry about that. That is a 98 Four Seasons trailer, 2 bedrooms or whatever. So that's over almost 30 years old. So, and because it's under a shelter, maybe it would leak if it was exposed to elements and rain.
It definitely would,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, and you'd have all kinds of problems. But because it's covered, that's the way to go. And actually, at that RV resort, I'd say about 99% of the trailers are covered. Because that's what's going to make them last longer, is to be out of the elements as much as possible.
Well, as I said here just a little while back, I think my brother spent like close to $30,000 on his new Coleman trailer. They go up in price like everything, and they depreciate in value a lot quicker than homes do.
Exactly.
Yeah, or a lot quicker than your automobiles will in some cases. But if you take care of something like that, like Daniel says, I think what you're talking about here is a small investment for some sort of a cover or canopy to go over top of your RV or your motor home or whatever you got parked. Makes me think a couple doors down from where you live. Yeah, there's a guy up there.
Oh yeah,
that he has a trailer
and everything.
He's got the same thing, the same thing you're talking about. And it's right smack dab. Right up against his home. Yep. But it protects it does your trailer from the elements. And hey, I tell you what, Daniel, I don't know what time has on for me going forward, but you never know. I might get to the point where hauling all that gear out there and setting up camp and pitching the tent and opening this and closing that and everything. I just might not be doing that too much longer, and I might have to invest. Like you said, and you never know when I might call you up and say, "Hey, Daniel, step outside," and I'm pulling up and I've got something attached. I've been talking a pontoon boat for the longest time, but I might have to give that up, for a trailer at some point.
Make sure to have it covered somewhere. I think that's the best idea if you want it to last for a long time.
Yeah. And I've got plenty of property over here.
You
so
do. I am so jealous of that property.
Yeah. and I tell you what, and speaking of the fall and winter months, leaves are on the ground.
Yep.
And I just had a big truckload of firewood delivered yesterday.
There you go.
So, and I've got a nice brick fireplace here. So the fireplaces in a lot of homes right now, they got those ones that they slap together, Daniel.
Yeah.
No. And I am not a gas fireplace type of guy.
Okay.
I've got to have the burning wood. I've got to have the hickory, the popping and the snapping and the crackle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the kind of firewood that I love to burn. And last year, I think, was the first year since moving back in here that I actually had a good fire in that fireplace.
Oh, good.
I had it serviced and had the guys come out and inspect it and everything, say, yeah, hey, you're good to go.
Sweet.
So any day now, maybe even tonight, depending upon how cold it may get outside, I just might go ahead and, toss a few logs on that fire and
there you go.
Sit down and relax.
Yeah.
Turn on the Christmas lights, even though it's a little bit early.
I know. Actually, I was out last night kind of late, and there were already Christmas lights. It's crazy that it's not even close to Thanksgiving, and people already have their trees, they already have their lights. I haven't even seen a Christmas tree lot out yet, but people have their stuff up and everything. It's like the day after, like back when I was a kid, and I guess probably when you were younger, it was like the day after Thanksgiving, Christmas starts. But nowadays, it's like literally like 5 minutes after Halloween is over, it's Christmas time. Like Thanksgiving is just kind of a, I don't know, afterthought almost. But
I know
it's
we've
Christmas
talked
time.
on a number of occasions about how close we are to Stone Mountain Park, and they got year-round camping over there.
Yep.
And I always make it a point, either on Christmas Day or Christmas Eve, to take a drive over there because I've got the annual pass on my vehicle.
Yep.
And just to drive by the campground, and there's a lot of people, who are, like we say, are full-time campers or maybe just even want to just get away for a holiday.
Yeah.
But I go over there and I see, a lot of these campers with Christmas lights on them.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
all decorated up. Yeah.
They do that a lot. They do that a lot at Disney. When we go to the campground at Disney, they have all kinds of different floats for Halloween and Christmas and everything. They really do it up crazy.
It's getting to be that time of the year. Well, Daniel, it is time now for our featured campground of the week here on the Happy Camper Radio Show.
Happy Camper Radio.
Daniel, we're talking about fall and winter. Let's go somewhere where it's a little warmer right now. We're going to go out to the state of Arizona to the Rock Crossing Campground. The Rock Crossing Campground sits in a beautiful setting surrounded by ponderosa pine and oak at an elevation of 7,316 feet. That's a little bit up there.
Yes, is.
It's
That's very high.
Cool summer climate and countless recreational opportunities make this a very popular location. Wildlife is abundant in the area that includes elk, deer, mule deer, black bears, bald eagle, and osprey. Now, the facility is comprised of 31 individual campsites and double sites. Each family site can accommodate up to 8 people, while double sites can accommodate up to 16 folks. Talk about a family reunion get-together. That might be the place to be. The facility provides picnic tables, campfire rings, cooking grills, tent pads, bear food storage lockers. Yes, that's important, folks, because the bears are out there. And if they're not going to be in the dumpsters, they're going to be in your cooler. So, yeah, you got to use those food storage lockers if you're camping out in this area. Drinking water, vault toilets, trash collection, and a campground host is available. There's no utility hookups or showers. So, if you want to take a bath, either jump in the lake or, you might want to have to put together one of those portable showers and bring a lot of potable water with you. But, hey, you're camping. You're not living at home, so you got to be out there. You're going to be out there with the bugs. You're going to be out there with the elements. You're going to be out there with the animals. So, yeah, you definitely want to get check these sites out and make sure you know what you've got there before you arrive, okay? And, it's a great opportunity. You got a lot of amenities there, birding, camping, canoeing, auto touring, backpacking, hiking, kayaking, photography. There we go. Bring your camera along. Bring your video camera. Hey, and stargazing.
Oh, man.
When was the last time you've done that, Daniel?
I'm telling you, when we went out to Vegas, I on our way back from the Grand Canyon, we stopped on the side of the road, and I was like, Deidre, pull over. I just want to see the sky. And it is amazing. It is really amazing.
Well, I'll tell you, if you want to get out to Arizona, hey, check this place out. I'm going to have a link to it on happycamperradio.com all week long. You can find it there. And if you don't already have an account with recreation.gov, they moved a little things around on their website there. They've got a button that says sign up or log in. You can log in if you have an account. If you haven't, well, sign on up. It doesn't cost you a penny to do that. It makes your camping reservations go so much smoother anytime you use recreation.gov and have a recreation.gov account. I don't know when I'm going to be out in Arizona. I've been there before. I might be out there again. But it's a great place to go camping. Think about it, folks. Next time you want to go to Arizona, consider the Rock Crossing Campground. It is our featured campground of the week here on the Happy Camper Radio Show.
Skip and Daniel
Yes, sir.
on happycamperradio.com.
And if you have a campground you'd like for us to feature on the program, get in touch with me, Skip, S-K-I-P, at happycamperradio.com. Be sure to include a link to the campground website. Well, Daniel, that's going to wrap up today's show. Next time we get together, we're probably going to have plenty of food here at the house. So
Oh, yeah.
you bring your appetite like you always do.
I do.
Anytime you ever come over here to do a show at the studio. Remember, friends, every pet deserves a loving home. I want you to do exactly like I did. Visit your local shelter and adopt a pet today. You can find us on the web 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at www.happycamperradio.com. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter at Camp Talker, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. The Happy Camper Radio Show is a presentation of Skip Huber Productions. I'm Skip. I am a happy camper. Daniel's a happy camper. He hasn't been teasing the dog. She's in the studio very quiet today.
Very quiet.
Hang around with us, folks. We'll make a happy camper out of you. Talk to you again real soon. This is Skip. This is Daniel. This is Happy Camper Radio.
Happy Camper